starting five in the history of the NBA, who is it going to be? The truth about this is this. A lot of people are going to disagree with this already, but I'm going to start with my point guard as Steph Curry. And the reason I'm having Steph Curry instead of Magic Johnson, I mean, Magic Johnson, we know what Magic does. He's a better rebounder than Steph. He's a better passer than Steph. But when you have Steph Curry, the floor is spaced. You have to have... There was a highlight I was watching when Durant was still in the Golden State Warriors. And they were going on a run, and it was Steph Curry coming from this side, Durant on this side. And the two defenders looked at Kevin Durant and ran towards Steph. He was at the three-point line. Durant was open. Durant can make a dunk. No, but Steph is more dangerous at the three-point line than Durant. Like, when people say Durant came and changed the Golden State Warriors, I agree with that. He did a couple of things. But without Steph, that Durant thing couldn't have worked. Steph was important in ensuring that there was space enough for Durant to operate. Even in this last Lakers versus Golden State Warriors, there was a match where, I think it was game 5 or game 4, where they threw the ball out to Klay Thompson, and Steph was on the other side, and LeBron James ran towards Klay Thompson, and then he looked and then he saw Steph, and he left Klay Thompson that was with the ball and ran to Steph that was not with the ball, and left Klay Thompson to shoot open, and Klay missed, and LeBron looked at it and was like, yeah. As long as Steph is not the one shooting, because as Stephen A. Smith will say, Steph Curry is the greatest shooter God ever created. He's the greatest. So Steph as my point guard. Shooting guard, come on now. MJ, we all know. That's, I mean, come on. I mean, that's not even debatable. I mean, not some people say Kobe, but come on now. It's MJ. So Steph and MJ. I'm going to have my small forward has to be LeBron. 100%. Because I need that power. I need that also passing ability. Because Steph can't pass as much as LeBron. LeBron has the high IQ and all of that. I need all of that to be able to dictate the game and all of that. And we all know when LeBron runs into the paint, he needs to have somebody to kick out to. And that's where Steph comes in. MJ too. MJ can create his own shot too and all of that. So MJ, Steph, point guard, shooting guard. LeBron as my small forward. My power forward, that is where problems start coming in. But in this team, instead of having Dirk Nowitzki or Kevin Garnett or all of that, I'm going to have Larry Bird as my power forward. And he's a small forward, but I'm going to put him in power forward position because he's big enough to hand himself there. And not only that, he's one of the greatest shooters of all time. Not only that, he is also great defensively. Not only that, in the crunch time, in the time where, you know, you need someone to step up, Larry Bird can step up, you know, all of that. He's a good passer, he's a good rebounder of the ball, all of that. So Larry Bird as my power forward. My center, and a lot of people are going to say Shaq. Some will say Hakeem. Some will say Karim. Some will say different amount. But me, I'm going to go with Hakeem. And the reason I'm going with Hakeem is this. This guy is good on both ends of the floor. Defense and attack. And we're looking at footwork. Kobe copied from him. The footwork is there's nobody that can compare, you know, the dream shake and all of that. And defensively, he literally carried the Rockets over everybody to win 2 championships. That shouldn't have ever happened. He wasn't even in the conversation for it. It wasn't like, okay, somebody will come and say, oh, the Rockets are going to win the title. No, nobody thought about that. Or even after they won the first one, for the second year, they were not even talked about as the people that were going to repeat. No. But he did it. So Hakeem is going to be there. And don't forget that Hakeem defeated Shaq. And Shaq till today, Shaq still talks about Hakeem at that high level. Hakeem is my center. Karim, you know, he's a one-trick pony, you know. I know that's the only thing he can do. And it's good, of course, it's good defensive and all that, but Hakeem is the guy you want. Someone that went against one of the greatest big men of all time is Shaq. People say he's the most dominant basketballer ever. And he held his own and defeated him. So, I'm going Steph, I'm going MJ, I'm going LeBron, I'm going Larry Bird, and I'm going Hakeem. I don't think any team can defeat me. And my coach, I'm going to go Steve Kerr. I know there are other greater coaches, but just because of the chemistry that him and Steph has, and I think that Steph is going to have so much influence in that team because he's a selfless very selfless leader. So I'm going to go Steve Kerr. And just because of the shooters also. So Steve Kerr is the person I'm going to go with. But if you want to go with a backup coach, you say you can go with Greg Popovich, who's also great. There are many coaches you can go with, but I just want Steve Kerr, okay? This has been Chaos with Stone from Dominican Media. And although you like Kobe Bryant and you like Magic Johnson and you like all those guys, just subscribe. Huh? After subscribing, you can argue with your roommate. Subscribe, like, comment. Then go argue. Nobody will force you. All right.